What's up? What's up? It's the Conversation Kings, and we right back at it like we never left. And as always, like, follow, and subscribe on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, right? And I want to give a shout out, man, to everybody that's doing social media right now, that's helping people with mental health issues, because this is a mental health awareness month. And for everybody that's out there that's helping people who are going through anything with mental health, man, my hat's off to you once again, right? I want to talk about finding your fire, man. Finding your fire. This is something that's not really difficult, but a lot of people cannot find that fire in order to keep going, right? You got to find that fire. You got to find what ignites you, right? What sparks you to go, what fuels you to go wherever you're going, right? Towards your desires, towards the avenues of success, towards your financial building or whatever it may be, right? But you have to find your fire, right? And in life, it's not going to be perfect while you're trying to find your fire in order to sustain yourself and to know which direction you're going in, what path you're going in, what journey you're going in. But you have to find your fire. You have to find what fuels you in order to go every day, right? What ignites you to get up in the morning to say, okay, we can do this again. You have to find that in life in order to know that, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And when you find that fire, trust me, it will be like you're not even working, right? Like, if you enjoy what you're doing, you'll never work another day in your life, right? And that's one of the greatest quotes that's ever said, because if you find that fire, you're not actually working, you're doing something that you love, right? And that's the whole key, is to find something that you love. Find something that excites you, something that ignites you, something that sparks you, something that has your interest in life, right? But you have a passion in doing it. So you have to find out, what fires me up, what gets me going, what motivates me to take it to the next level. You have to find these things if you're going to be successful. You have to find these things if you're going to be stable in whatever area you're trying to go in life, in order, whether it's successful in business, successful in education, successful in entrepreneurship. You have to find that fire and find that passion that takes you over that hump, that takes you to the next level, that helps you to go towards the destination that you're trying to get to, right? And finding your fire, oftentimes, it's not going to be easy, right? It's not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of hills and valleys, a lot of things you're going to have to go through, but you just keep searching for it, right? Just keep looking for it. Just keep trying to obtain that fire in your life in order for you to just live the life that you want to live, right? Live the life that you're creating for yourself to live, right? And that's what finding your fire will do for you. It'll help create the life that you are wanting to live, right? Nobody just gets up in the morning and says, I'm going to go out here to this job to work this fast food restaurant, right? Because that's their end goal, right? Nobody has that, right? But people have to do that because they lost that fire. They lost that spark. They lost what ignites them in order to help them to continue to live out loud, right? And we want to be people that live out loud, but we've lost that spark, and we're just content with what we have. We're content with just getting by. We're content with, okay, I'll make it from here to there, right? I remember my grandmother used to say this thing, robbing Peter to pay Paul. And the way society is going now, you got to rob Peter and rob Paul, and then go around the corner and stick up all the other 10 disciples, right? Because it's becoming to a point to where a lot of people don't know where their fire is at. A lot of people don't know what stokes them in order to continue to go, what drives them to continue to go, right? Me, myself, I like to just look at that little rearview mirror and say, whatever that is back there, I'm going to leave it back there in the past, right? The big windshield is the one that I say, look, this is where I'm going. This is what ignites me. This is the fire, because I'm driving down and I want to see all of these things. Sometimes you just have to put your blinders on, man, and look through that giant windshield in the front while you're driving and say, look, man, this is my only vision. This is the only thing that I want to see. And you'll be able to see it, right? Because you have found your fire, right? You have to be one of them type of people that say, I came, I saw, I conquered, I took over, I did what I was supposed to do, right? But that takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of determination, a lot of discipline. in order for you to get to that point, right? It just doesn't come overnight. It takes where you have to do a lot of reading, a lot of research, a lot of looking for great information that's going to help burn that fire, right? Like they say, you got to throw logs on the fire in order to keep it going, right? You got to pour gasoline on the fire to keep it ignited, keep the flames burning, right? So you have to do those things if you're going to be successful, if you're going to change your mindset, right? If you're going to have that motivation that inspires you to do these type of things, you're going to definitely have to find your fire in the path that leads you down that road, right? You're going to have to be like a lamp hitting on a hill where your light does not go out, right? You can't let nobody put out your light, let nobody diminish your fire, your flames, because that's something that has to be internal within yourself, right? And if you're going to do these things, you have to be persistent. You have to be persistent. You cannot become comfortable in the midst of finding your fire, right? Because you may see a little flicker, a little spark and say, oh, I'm good with that. That's cool with me. I got it. I'm burning right now. I'm on fire right now. It's like the rapper Nelly used to sing, it's getting hot in here. You feel like, oh, it's getting hot in here. But you know what? That could be a little smolder of a flame. You want that thing to ignite and engulf, right? To where it's just burning so much that people see it. It's like a phoenix. It's just, you're on flames and you're flying high, right? That's what it's all about when you're finding your fire. You want to be where people can see that aura of a flame that's burning inside of you, right? And people attach themselves to that type of flame, right? We like in science and nature, they call it a firefly. People are fireflies when they see somebody else that's ignited and they have spark in their life. They want to attach themselves to that, right? But you have to make sure that those people that want to attach themselves to you while you're finding your fire and you're ignited and everything like that, that they're burning also, that they have a drive, a desire, something that they want to get accomplished, something that they want to do. If not, that could be a slow down hindrance in your life. That could be somebody that, is constantly just throwing water on you without you knowing, or they got a fire extinguisher behind their back and they just constantly trying to put your flames out because they don't want to see you reach the level of success that you are designed and required to reach, right? Because all of us, we want to be successful. All of us want to have something, right? It's the American dream in order for me to have all of these things. But the reality of that is you have to find your fire before you can say you want to live and have the American dream. You want to live and live out your dreams, right? You have to find that thing that keeps you going, right? You have to be an original when you're finding your fire. You can't be an imitator, a duplication of what somebody else used to do. Now, it's okay to do certain things that people do, but add a little something to it. So that way, you put your own spin on it and you may grow it in a different direction than the person who actually brought it out. But don't imitate something that you cannot be, something that's not really inside of you. It's okay, but you have to be an original when finding your fire, right? And celebrate yourself when you are ignited by things that have you going. Celebrate yourself so you can say, look, man, I'm on fire right now. I'm hot. I'm winning. It's okay to do that. And it's not for everybody else. I'm gonna definitely say that it's not for everybody else. Everybody don't want to see you win. Everybody don't want to see you happy. Everybody don't want to see you successful. Everybody don't want to see you changing your mindset. Everybody don't want to see you living a new lifestyle. But you have found your fire, so they can't stop that. They can't, hinder that. They can't smolder that. They can't put that out because you have found your fire. And when you find your fire, like I said, it'll push you. It'll drive you. It'll burn inside of you. It will spark you every day you wake up, right? It's a spark plug in your life that's going to keep you going and keep you driving down that road to success, right? And like my boy Mike Pete, you're going to be all gas and no brakes while you down that road because you're not focused on anything else. You're focused on what is fueling you, right? What extension of life that has purposed you and pushed you towards your passion, push you towards the productivity of finding your fire and living in that fire, right? And see, you want to help ignite other people along the way as well, right? You want to help ignite other people along the way, or give them the matches so they can start their own fire, right? But sometimes people turn away from you giving them the matches, and I don't need that, I don't need this. But you know what? You're just offering a helping hand to say, look, man, I just want to help spark you up. Now, if they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. That's upon them, and that's on them, you know? So you have to live your life out loud. It's okay to be amazing in whatever you do. It's okay to be amazing in all things that you do, right? It's okay that other people may not feel that you're an amazing person. But as long as you feel like you're an amazing person and you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing and you have found your fire, then you celebrate yourself. You celebrate yourself because you have to be strong. You have to be strong in this life, you know, and at times, okay, we break down and we may get hit a little brick wall and seem like we're a little weak and everything, but you have to stand back up and be strong continuously in order for you to continue to reach your goal, reach your destination, your desired destination, and have that inspiration of that fire that's burning inside you just continue to push you towards things that you never thought you could ever reach or maintain in your life, right? I never thought that I would be in the position that I am now. But the position I am now is because that fire that was inside me kept me going, kept me working through those long hours, right? I tell people a lot, you know, there's only 120 hours within a week, right? And I have worked tirelessly at what I do 109 hours, 105 hours, 108 hours, because that fire that's inside me would not burn out, wouldn't allow anything else outside of it to put it out, right? And that's what I'm talking about. Once you have that fire inside of you, yes, there's going to be long days and sleepless nights, but you don't let that stop you. You keep going, right? And people are like, oh, wow, you know, like, how could you do that? How did you maintain all of those hours? And I did it for weeks and did for months because there was a fire burning inside of me that I won't let nobody else extinguish, right? And to the end, I want everybody just to see that, look, you can have that same fire, that same flame, that same ignition, that same spark in order for you to go and to reach whatever goal you're trying to reach, in order for you to be successful in life, right? And my life is a testament that as long as you stay grounded and stay on the solid foundation, that fire will continue to burn. That fire will ignite on its own because it's not going to go out, because that's something that you have, right? And sometimes, you know, we forget what we were doing in life and how we were doing it. But you have to be open-minded in order to see that, look, I need to get back on the right direction. I need to get back on the right path. I need to get right back with the plans that I have established, the goals that I have set for myself, because it's a self goal. In order for me to find that fire, I got to have these goals laid out. I got to have these goals checked off. I got to have these things that'll help me reach my potential, my full potential, while I'm finding my fire along the road. See, these are the things that are going to help equip us for better days, right? Not that there's not going to be any rain that's going to come. The sun is always shining. As long as it's raining, the sun is not out, right? So you just wait for those sunny days to come. But these things are going to help equip us when those rainy days do come, right? We can go back into our subconscious and pull these things out, right? We got these boxes locked inside of our vault, our mindset. So when things seem like they're slowing us down, they're hindering us, they're trying to stop us, and it seems like it's raining and it's cloudy, we pull those boxes out, and those boxes of sunshine, and they block out all the rain. And that's on our path to finding our fire. Find your fire wherever it may be. Whatever has your attention and whatever brings you joy while you're doing it, you find your fire in it. And that right there is one of the basics of life, because it's making you happy. It's bringing you joy. It's satisfying you, right? It's personal. See, what brings me joy and what brings me happiness is the fire that's inside of me. It's the things that I do that continue to spark me up when I'm around it, right? It sparks my mind. It sparks my heart. It sparks my internal spirit to say, look, man, this is it. We love it. We love it here. And that's what I want everybody else to experience, right? That fire that they can enjoy, that fire that they can fall in love with, right? It's actually within our natural state. But sometimes we lose our natural state because we're so tied into all these things going on around us. We have to get back to our natural state, get back to our natural being of who we truly are. You're somebody that's supposed to live in abundance. You're somebody that's supposed to have fire in your life every day. You're somebody that's supposed to wake up every day with a spark of ignition to say, go get it. Go do it. If you don't do it for nobody else, do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Find that joy, find that happiness, find that fire for yourself. And everybody else that's around you will be consumed with it. And it's a good fire. It's a fire that's needed. It's a fire that brings those things of success into your life, of change into your life, of overcoming into your life, of inspiration into your life, of motivation into your life, of empowerment into your life. That's what finding your fire does for you. So this is the Conversation Kings, man. I'm your host, Dominic Emerson, here on the Conversation Kings podcast, man. And you can follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, man. And I just want you all to find your fire, man. You can pick up my book, Unlocking Your Genius. It's out on Amazon right now. That's a tool that you can use to help to find your fire as you go along and change your mindset in order for you to be successful in this life, right? This is the Conversation Kings. I'm hoping you find your fire, and I'm out.